The project was a success, of course, but by the time it was over, something had changed between us and within me. One evening after we'd wrapped up the final presentation, the team went out to celebrate. Claire and I ended up sitting next to each other at the bar, and for the first time, it didn't feel awkward. "I have to admit," I said, raising my glass, "you're not as insufferable as I thought." She laughed, a real laugh that made her eyes crinkle at the corners. "And you're not as impossible as I thought." We sat there talking for hours, long after most of the team had left. I found myself drawn to her in a way I couldn't explain. The walls I'd built between us had crumbled, and in their place was something unexpected. The turning point came a few weeks later. We were walking out of the office together after another late night, and as we reached the parking lot, I hesitated. "Claire," I said, my voice steady but nervous, "would you like to grab dinner sometime? Just us?" She raised an eyebrow, clearly amused. "Are you asking me out?" "Maybe," I replied, trying to sound casual. She smiled, really smiled, and said, "I'd like that." That dinner turned into another and another. Slowly but surely, what had started as rivalry turned into something deeper. Looking back now, I realize that all those arguments, all those late nights and heated debates, were just the beginning of our story. Sometimes love doesn't start with fireworks or fairy tales. Sometimes it starts with frustration, competition, and the realization that the person you thought you couldn't stand is the person you can't imagine your life without.